Watch the Jesus of yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus of yesterday. In the beginning, Jesus existed with God, and he is the one who is to come. Throughout the Old Testament, the prophets foretold his coming. For instance, in Isaiah 7 verse 14, it was prophesied that a virgin would conceive and bear a son called Immanuel. Isaiah 9 verse 6 described him as the wonderful counselor, mighty God, everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. Micah also spoke of him, declaring in Micah 5 verse 2, "But you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me the one to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth are from of old, from everlasting." In one of his pre-incarnate appearances, Jesus appeared to Abraham as one of three angels, whom Abraham welcomed with hospitality. Genesis 18 verses 1-2, Then the Lord appeared to him by the terebinth trees of Mamre, as he was sitting in the tent door in the heat of the day. Jesus' physical appearance on earth was described by Isaiah as unremarkable, a man of sorrows acquainted with grief, despised and rejected by men, Isaiah 53 verse 3. When he walked with his disciples, he did not seek status or high esteem, choosing instead to identify with the lowly and the humble just as the disciples were also, as described in 1 Corinthians 1 verse 26. For you see your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble, are called. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. And the base things of the world and the things which are despised God has chosen, and the things which are not, to bring to nothing the things that are. This humility was evident when the soldiers came to arrest him, and he looked like any other disciple, requiring identification by a sign. Matthew 26 verse 48. Now his betrayer had given them a sign, saying, "Whomever I kiss, he is the one, seize him." Jesus of today. In the present, Jesus is described as dwelling in unapproachable light, 1 Timothy 6 verse 16. Accounts from people who have had near-death experiences often speak of encountering a bright light when they glimpse heaven. In the book of Revelation, John saw a vision of Jesus in his current heavenly form in Revelation 1 verses 13-16, clothed with a garment down to the feet and girded about the chest with a golden band. His head and hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes like a flame of fire. His feet were like fine brass, as if refined in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. He had in his right hand 7 stars, out of his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword, and his countenance was like the sun shining in its strength. Jesus of tomorrow. When Jesus returns to establish his rule on earth, the Bible assures us that there will be no need for artificial light sources like lamps or the sun because he himself will be the source of light. In that glorious time, there will be no more night, and his light will shine over the entire earth. This is the hope and promise of the future reign of Christ, as described in Revelation 22 verse 5, where his people will reign with him forever and ever. Hit notification, subscribe, to receive more inspirational videos and share for God's glory. So, let us remember Jesus as the one who has always been present, who currently dwells in heavenly glory, and who promises an eternal future of light and reigning alongside him for all who believe in him. God bless you.